My name is Sarah, and today I want to tell you a story that changed my life, a story hidden between the walls of my own home. I was 28 when this happened. After my mother's death, it was just me and my younger brother Zain living with our father. Life was simple, quiet, and sometimes unbearably lonely. My father, an old retired teacher, spent most of his time reading or resting. Zain worked at a private firm and returned home late at night. For a long time, I ignored my loneliness. I told myself, this is life, this is destiny. But every time I saw my friends getting married, having children, my heart sank a little deeper. People around me often whispered, "Sarah is still single. Why?" One evening, as I was cleaning Zain's room, I found an old photograph of him with a girl. They both looked so happy. When he came home, I asked Zain, "Who is she?" He smiled faintly. "That's a man, my ex-fiancé. She left me." I didn't ask more, but I could see the sadness in his eyes. Since that day, he started spending more time locked inside his room, often sitting in silence, staring at his laptop. At first, I thought he was working. But one night, while getting a glass of water, I heard sounds coming from his room. Laughter, whispers, and then silence. I hesitated outside the door for a moment, but then I quietly walked away. Something in my heart felt strange. Sadness, pity, and a kind of fear I couldn't name. Days turned into weeks. I noticed Zain becoming more distant. He avoided eye contact, skipped meals, and didn't smile anymore. I tried to talk to him. "Zain, you used to be so full of life. What's wrong?" He shook his head. "Nothing. API. Just tired of everything." But that nothing was slowly destroying him. Then one evening, when our father went to visit a relative, I decided to speak openly. I knocked on Zain's door. He didn't answer. The door was slightly open. I peeked inside, and my heart stopped. Zain was watching something inappropriate on his screen. His face looked tense, lost in a world that didn't belong in our home. I stepped back quietly, trembling. For hours, I sat in my room, trying to calm the storm inside me. That night, when he came out for water, I softly said, "Zain, this isn't you. Please don't do this to yourself." He froze. You saw." I nodded. He turned red with shame and anger. "Why were you watching me? That's not your place." "I wasn't watching you," I said, tears in my eyes. "I was just worried." He stormed back into his room and slammed the door. For 2 days, he didn't talk to me. The silence between our rooms felt like a wall, thick, cold, and painful. Then, one night, I heard him crying. Real, broken sobs. I went to his room. He didn't stop me this time. "Zain, please talk to me," I said. He whispered, "API, I feel empty. I miss love. I miss peace." I thought these things would help me forget my pain, but they've made me hollow. Tears rolled down my cheeks. "We all feel empty sometimes, Zain, but sin never fills that emptiness. It only digs it deeper. For the first time, he looked into my eyes with regret. "I don't know how to stop," he said. I held his hand. "You don't need to stop alone. We'll heal together." From that night, we started changing small things. We prayed together, cooked together, went for evening walks. Slowly, Zane's eyes started shining again. The loneliness in the house began to fade. One day, he said, "API, I think I should get married. Not to escape loneliness, but to build something right." I smiled. That's the brother I know. A few months later, Zane got engaged to a kind girl named Hira on his wedding day. I stood beside him, smiling with tears of relief. My father, proud and peaceful, said to me, "Sarah, you've been the strength of this family." But deep inside, I knew something else. I wasn't just his strength. I was once close to breaking too. After Zane's marriage, I started writing about my experiences, the loneliness, the mistakes, the healing, because I realized every home hides stories behind its walls. Some filled with love, others with silence. And sometimes it takes one moment of courage to turn darkness into light. Asterisk friends, this was my story, the silence between two walls. Asterisk maybe you've faced loneliness too. Maybe you've seen someone losing their way. Remember, silence can destroy, but words can heal. If you ever see someone sinking, don't judge. Just hold their hand like I did for Zane, because sometimes saving one person can save an entire family. So friends, tell me, what would you do if you saw a loved one losing themselves in loneliness? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening.